Welcome to Foreclosure Legal. We provide the tools, you guys do the work. I'm Coach Neighbors, and in this video we're gonna talk about the new package. I'm gonna open up the new foreclosure defense lawsuit package, the $1,500 package. Yep, the premium package. Actually, don't be freaking because I said the price. It's half price. Now, most people can sit over there and worry about the price. If I said it was $5, maybe you worry about the price. But you know what? Until you go to the website and take a look at the value that you're going to get. Until you go to the YouTube channel and take a look at the updated instructional video. This is the updated package, so this is going to be the video. All right, but what I'm saying, until you do your homework, you don't know if I could say it's not worth $9 million for each document, and it could be worth every penny of that. Well, maybe for all of the documents. Come on now, stay with me. But before we get to that, this video is brought to you by Shattered by Corrupt. Yeah, written by my girlfriend down there. Just a little taste of what we went through, to put us in a position to be doing what we do now. And you know what? That ain't it. Yeah, we got another sponsor too. This sponsor is my niece's Hood Nation on Etsy. Yeah, I think this table is bringing me good luck. Okay, so y'all should get one for y'all's team because soon y'all's team will actually look like one of my dudes got hurt today. So y'all have an opportunity to get good luck. Y'all need to rush y'all ass over to I'll leave the link in the description. Yeah, and my nieces and my sister, they make these tables for other teams that haven't won the Super Bowl. So dang it, I'm about to scratch up my shit over here talking crap. My crap talk, okay. Yeah, for the ones that haven't won the Super Bowl for so many times. And last but not least, brought to you by Pro Se Legal School. We provide tools, you do the work. We provide the work, you do the work. All right, so let's get to work. So tonight I'm going to open up. Okay, there we go. Let's get this puppy going. Yeah, we're going to share this puppy right here. So this is the foreclosure defense lawsuit package, the premium package. Now, this used to be the mortgage fraud package, but, the attorney operating the advertising platforms, whatever, was having a hard time with that. So we just changed it to some other shit just to make it easier. And the name of this, foreclosure defense. So anyway, we changed the name around to also match. So let's just get to the first thing. Now, all of these documents are not what you're going to be filing. The first thing that I want you guys to remember is that we're not here to rush around and file a bunch of shit and kiss their ass. If you're here for that, you wasted your money. That's not why we're here. We're here to punch these people back in the face with the stuff that we got to outline the fraud that they're doing. So the first document that we're going to talk about, and you're not necessarily going to file them in this order, but if you want to look at the documents from the most important document to the least important, at least starting for the first round of this. Hell, that sounds like a little double talk there, but I think you understand. Okay, so this is the actual lawsuit in that package. It's been upgraded, and now we address not only that 42 USC, whatever, deprivation of rights, violation of due process, but we also address the conspiracy to commit real estate deed fraud, forgery, wrongful foreclosure, and breach of contract. And this claim is also for obstruction of the administration of justice. That's what you call it when they do all this stuff, cover up everything before you busted them or after you busted them. And so this is, depending on your situation, but this is the main lawsuit. Now, I want you guys to remember, We filed this lawsuit in state court. All we changed is this shit at the top right here. Oh, you see right there? It was last filed in state court. Now, this is also the lawsuit that we filed in federal court. Just change this stuff right up here. And this is also the lawsuit that we filed in municipal court. Now, let me explain to you something. You talking about punching power? Tricks that we bring to the table, whop their ass. And I'll tell you why. Okay, everything that we file in state court or municipal court or anything or whatever is federal case law. And they whine about it, but they can't do a damn thing about it because there's no difference between doing that than there is between them filing a higher case, court case in lower. Yeah. But see, here's the problem. They can't respond to federal case law with state court crap. State court statutes and codes are non-valid laws. They don't have enacting clauses, titles, or bodies. This is the easiest way to crush the state court process, but people get all rushing around trying to kiss their ass, and they don't keep, Because as soon as they answer, all you gotta do is whip out the demand to strike their answer and then file your summary judgment, because they can't answer to federal court case law with state court players. If they could, they wouldn't need to have a federal license. There would just be one layer of fraud. All right, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this, but we're going to kind of, in the jurisdiction part, we're just going to kind of roll down through factual allegations. Now, the difference between this lawsuit and the lawsuit for the 42 U.S.C. are the factual allegations here. Okay, you're saying the 6 missing things. You're saying the original contract was stolen and it was altered, and part of the agreement is missing. In addition to the agreement that they're showing, part that's missing, you agreed that the agreement tends that the original party who funded the alleged loan as per the bookkeeping entry would be repaid. Now, if you know anything about what really happened after you left the table, this lawsuit outlines what happened, the fraud that happened. And I don't use that word up in here. Because when you use that word, they make you prove a whole bunch of shit, but I can use it right here because it ain't on the table. I'm just saying that's a fraud. Okay, so let's move on to, that's one of the things. Okay, so one of the things you're saying is that the banking or financial institution involved agreed the loan would follow the GAAP accounting principles. Those are the federal banking laws. And they didn't. You're saying right here that the financial institution involved in the alleged loan will purchase the promissory note from the borrower. Okay, that's what should have happened. Well, okay, let me back up. That didn't happen. That the borrower will provide the money equivalent to. So you see what we've done here. What we've done here is we've taken that whole illegal process and lined it out right here to ask in this lawsuit for all of the things that they don't want to talk about. That's why this is so powerful. Now, this lawsuit also addresses the fact that the policies and procedures were administrative in nature, or whatever, and it violates your due process. The other lawsuit violates your due process, but doesn't address the real estate deed fraud like this does. Now, there's no way they're going to answer to this. And if you started out on the state court level and you filed this in their state, or you filed it in state court, to stop the eviction process, there ain't no way in hell that they're going to respond to it. Now, one of the things I want to tell you guys is don't rush through this and start changing all of the things that it shows that needs to be changed as far as the grammar. When I changed it enough, if you change it anymore, you're going to be making it to say something else. So, and the way I put this together is the way I put it together. So, you'll be able to, changing that, the second defendant or whatever attorney is not a problem. But there are some places where it says lien or some other stuff, and it could be a problem. Now, what makes this state a claim is all of the counts are numbered, all of the stuff is numbered, and when you're supposed to connect all of the counts to each party. Well, that's what they like to do. It's ridiculous because it's all conspiracy. So when you throw that shit on the table, you don't have to connect all that shit because it's all one, and that's kind of what we've done here. So you can go through and see the counts. We also do hit them with the wrongful foreclosure, breach of contract. Now, all you got to change is the red font. And then there are some places in here where we talk about what happened to the person that this was kind of written, and you'll see where that is. And in those places, you put your stuff or remove it. And this is a thing that my sister wrote up for her foreclosure. She owned a business, and so she spent a lot of time putting this together, outlining how she got screwed and her damages or whatever. And I don't think you need this, but it sure is good for the people who want to go then. So I left it in here. So you can use it or you can take it out. You can make this more simple if you want to. That would be really the only thing that I'm gonna. So that's going to be it for that document, and I'll come back and show you guys the other document a little later. You guys do the work. I'm Coach Neighbors, and in this video, we're going to review the new premium package that's stopping the foreclosure process. Yeah, that's, we ain't trying to win in court because the whole thing is all rigged. We just need to stop the court process. Bam! That's what we do. Yeah, my nails look great. I got them done. My granddaughters, Mika, Ava, and Jocelyn. Yeah, these are dipped. Okay, y'all was hooking me up on gel. These are dipped. They're like really, okay. Yeah, well, Jocelyn and Ava, when you guys are ready to go get y'all's nails dipped, y'all just let me know and get permission from Mama Bear over there and whatever, and we'll set that shit up. In tonight's video, we're going to review the foreclosure defense lawsuit package. Used to be the mortgage fraud package. Now, this premium package, I know people are like, oh, $1,500 a lot of money. Dude, the package is half price. It's half price because I couldn't help the people that I want to help with it at half price. Hey, we selling the sizzle over here, not steak. Anyway, so it's half price at $1,500. Now, I don't usually discuss the price of stuff because I can tell you it's like $15 million, and it can be worth every freaking penny of that. But you don't know that if you don't take your happy ass over there and do your homework. If you don't go look at the package, see what documents you're gonna get, look at the reviews, check out the questions, the most asked question answers on the website at winincourtnow.com. If you don't check out those things, then you're just relying on what you know in your head from your own personal experience. And what you know in your head from your own personal experience is what the attorneys taught you. Which pretty much is garbage. Okay, I know. Yeah, I thought I was going to say something else. It was shit. Okay, I'm saying. Pretty much, so what you learned already, and you can't connect what you already were doing or knew to our program here. If you do, that's all they're going to want to talk about is it. They're not going to want to talk about what stinks. Oh, yeah, I know what you're thinking, okay? To them, okay, what you're talking about stinks. To them, the shit they're doing is not what's stinking. And this is a difference between the conventional and the non-conventional program. Well, what's stinking? No. We got different views on that because we on the other side of the fence right now. So I'm going to screen share. One of the things, too, I want you guys to remember is that in my program, we don't run around rushing, trying to kiss their butt and answer to their affirmative, whatever. No, that's not how we do this. Okay, because you're not gonna win shit. I'm just telling you. Okay, the only way you could think to win if you wasn't in administrative hearing and the rules wasn't from the Supreme Court that are total bullshit. And okay, so. The goal here is stop the process so you can get them out of your face for now. And to get your deed out of their office. If your deed was not in their office, think about it like this. If several people own, so your deed being in their office allowed the first illegal lien to be put on your property. I know. I don't know shit. The dudes come to my live stream when I started talking about suing the Supreme Court, telling me I don't know shit. What I do know is that in order for someone to sign a lien, all the owners have to be there. So the fact that the alleged lender accepted the signature from your happy asses proved that y'all own that shit already or somebody else would have had to sign. You're welcome. Attorneys ain't got no answer for that. I tell them, look, I played football in the 80s and at the University of Kansas. I boxed in Kansas City at Memorial Hall. I did. Those are two things non-smart people do. So I had to keep this shit simple. Now, statutes and codes are not valid laws. The statute that they use to foreclose on you, in Kansas, it's 60-something, 30, whatever. It's not a valid law. It doesn't have an acting clause. It doesn't have a title. And it doesn't have a body. Those are the three things that the Constitution and the federal it must be having something to be a valid law. Just starting out the gate. Oh, but everybody believes all of that shit that you were taught. No offense to anybody, okay? And this is why I tell people in my program, you need to have a different mindset. You need to ditch the shit, chunk the fear to the curb, and you need to have a different mindset, okay? Because if your mindset don't match the fire that you bring into the table, you better go throw your own shit in the yard, okay? Because they're going to be saying, oh, it's somebody else telling her what to do. And as long as that somebody can't show up in court, then we're just going to... Y'all tell me. Leave me a comment in the comment section. I keep showing off my nails. In the comment section, if y'all don't think I know what the hell I'm talking about. We've been doing this for a real long time. Now, I said we. The real-time feedback from the people that been in my past fake Facebook and my coaching. Okay. Let's do that over. Yeah. So the real-time feedback from the people in the Facebook coaching groups that I had in the past or whatever, and the people not in the groups, and my family, okay, yeah, helped us put together the program that we do now. It's non-conventional. You can't connect none of that shit. It had nothing to do with that shit. That's shit. I'm saying no shit. Can I say shit? Okay. Most kids heard the word shit, so y'all leave me the hell alone, because I'm saying shit. Okay, let me do a screen share so I can share some more shit. Okay, sorry. Stereo. Okay, so this is what the foreclosure fraud lawsuit package defense. This is what the foreclosure defense lawsuit package looks like. And what I'm going to do here, this video is for all of the people who have not made a decision to invest in the package. Okay, so I have another video that was shot already, and it opens up each one of these documents, and we go through the whole document. Well, if I think you need to. A few of them, you didn't write it. We need to go through every single one. But the ones that I felt that were important, just to cut that shit off at nip it in the bud. And the other, and when you invest in the package, you'll get a copy that emails to your email address connected to your payment method, and you'll get a copy of the video showing me talking about the entire document, opening up going over all of the pages. Here, I'm just going to open up the front page, and then I'm going to tell you a little bit about it. Because that's how I do this when you have it invested. When you invest in it, then you'll get the other document. You'll get the zip file with all of the documents in addition to the updated instructional video that will also be downloaded to you, to them, whatever. And that video show everything that you need to know. So the first thing that I want to open up, because I'm not going to say this the most important document, the most important or whatever, but it kind of is, because it's the one that's going to run the show end to end. Now, this package was the mortgage fraud package, and then, like I said, whatever. But it's been totally redone. It's been totally redone, and the stuff that's in it now, some of this stuff, like the real estate deed fraud. Oh yeah, those are things that we've been learning along the way. Now we have we've been talking about it. This is what they actually did when they didn't deliver your deed to your house. It's considered real estate deed fraud. Not yet. Okay, when it didn't deliver the deed to your house, okay, then that was like the beginning of it. And then they made a copy of it, and then they mailed you a copy of it to make you think that you had control and interest in the deed to your house, when you have a copy of a security, which if I did that, I'll ask to be hauled off to jail, lickety split. Yeah, and there's no law that says the deed need to be registered. And the registration of that deed, okay, y'all see where I'm at. Okay. So, but we beefed it up over her because when they changed the deed and did all of the stuff after dipping everything in the toilet, after the shit, okay, then that was forgery. We never addressed that. So we're learning. So right now we're going in on 42 SC, section 1983 for deprivation of rights, for a violation of due process, okay? So to haul your asses over in administrative court where their rules are from the Supreme Court right here. Yeah, we added that to this too. This whole thing's been done up like I like to do it in my mind when I got my nails looking good. And so now you're going after that. Conspiracy. Their whole system is structured to conspire to do just what they're doing. Think about it. I already told you didn't have to register your deed. And the registration of your deed allowed them to put the first illegal lien on your property. And this shit right here is going to let them know that it was illegal, what they did, and what you need, their financial banking records that you need as evidence to show what happened. So that is the first page of that. Basically, these are the things that you guys got that we're bringing to the table. On that. Now, this one was on demand for sanctions for mortgage fraud. Now, this one, that one, we're going to take that one out. So now I'm just going to kind of go down the list so that we don't make this more confusing than it needs to be. And which one you file first, all that, you have to watch the video to learn that, because I don't hold your hand, you got to figure that out. You're watching the video, you'll be good. So the first one here is the demand for summary judgment, and this is something that you would file, obviously, in the end when they can't respond to stuff and you get tired of waiting. The notice of recusal will be what you will be filing against the judge after you've added the Supreme Court, for state or federal, don't matter where you at, don't make this shit complicated. We don't roll with a bunch of limitations shit over here. Okay, after you add them, whatever. So these are things you'd probably, stick it in there, in their face in the end. Or maybe, shortly after the beginning, if you need the judge to step the hell down, get out your way. Remember, we're stopping the process. Bam! If you keep that in mind, you'll understand better what the hell we're doing here. Now, the affidavit of state citizenship, this doesn't have anything to do with controlling or stopping the court process. This is a process that I put together to help protect people from the police, because we have people that was getting harassed in Georgia and North Carolina, whatever, back in the South, where they think they can do stupid shit still and not be held accountable. So don't waste your time worrying about this if you're at the beginning of this property situation or whatever. Now, this is another thing that I would do with all of my kids if I had kids, especially if they're at driving age or whatever. I would complete the affidavit of state citizenship. The next document I'll probably show out of things so you understand the diplomatic immunity. This was, we see it right there, it came from Copper Moonshine. They have a badass website with a lot of information on it. And this is not something I put together. I actually got the first part of this and the second part of this from two different people. One's from California and one's from Michigan. Yeah, the real-time feedback. And so I put this in here. I don't charge anybody for this. Now, the first document that I showed, I made that myself. And people can use that to argue in court that they're not a U.S. citizen or whatever while you're waiting for for your passport document to come. This shows you how to fill out the passport application to show that you're not a U.S. citizen, that you're a citizen of a republic, state, of whatever state you're born. So you can learn about that. We're not going to spend very much time on that. Now, this is the power bomb. And, I'm just going to show you guys front page of this. This is the man who strike. The magistrate judge ordered to show cause because the judge is not registered with FAR, is not, foreign agent registration, and also violated these other. Yeah, and so we're not going to cruise down that, but yeah, this is upgrade, and this is, I put this together for my foster kid on the divorce situation over there, and I ain't heard from them people after we filed, after we added, we'll get to that, the Supreme Court to some shit. But we did this first, and they were still over there yakking like they wanted these out. So, but this right here is what you get in the premium package to crush the state court process. I would file this in the eviction court, or if they have a lawsuit against your property and a judicial foreclosure, or if the judge ruled against you in something and you want to kick the judge's ass. I can tell you right now, the judge is not going to add a fact of findings and a conclusions of law right here. The magistrate judge failed to do that, and no judges do that. Could it be that easy? If the judge ruled against your ass in anything, I can guarantee you that it will provide a fact of finding or conclusions of law. If they did, it was full of shit, and I'd love to see it. So what the hell does that mean, Coach? You're talking crazy. Well, that means that they had your ass in an administrative hearing. That was not fair. And the rules from the administrative hearing are, the local rules. The local rules are structured by the American Bar Association and the Supreme Court. I don't care about the American Bar Association. I love having the Supreme Court on there because them people get pissed off when you, when you start getting close to the head of the okay, sorry. I got carried away. This is a power bomb right here. I don't think people realize how powerful. Now, I put the banker's secret manual in here. I don't really spend a lot of time jacking with the bank because people who attack the bank a lot of times end up pushing out flowers. I'd rather whack the attorneys, but for the people who invest in this package and the other premium package, prosecutor eliminated package, usually are people who want the very best that there is for this problem, or they're educators or they're legal coaches. I even have a couple of actual attorneys, that have call me and they want to. They haven't shown up any money yet, but they're pretty cool. Yeah, so this resource is to help people educate themselves more and to be able to take the sources, the education out of here and add into your own document. And then you'll see. Now, the banker's secret fear, the banker's secret fear is information that came out of this document. Now, in my opinion, the information that I have here is just a review of what I thought had the most value in the whole thing. Now, keep in mind, I wasn't trying to build a business or help people with other things. I was focused on the mortgage fraud situation. Okay, so this document outlines my notes, and in those notes, we talk about 6 missing things that are in the lawsuit that they can't. Those 6 missing things outline the path that the mortgage fraud took. For instance, one of the things that I can tell you that we said are missing from the contract that the attorneys filed. We're saying that you and the lender agreed that the lender was going to do the deal according to the GAAP accounting principles. And, they can't say they did because they didn't. And they can't say they didn't because they'd be admitting that they violated federal laws. Oh, that's powerful. Now, in order to prove that, they're going to have to come up with, their original instrument of indebtedness. Now we're back to the offer to pay letter. No, we're not going back. I'm sorry, in my head. I got this is to stay focused. So, yeah. And so I can, let me see, I can tell you one more. Another thing that we're saying is missing from the original contract that the attorneys filed, that you and the bank agreed, was you and the bank agreed, according to the accounting principles, the borrower would be repaid. And so they need to pay you back, but because the money was actually generated. Okay, never mind. Sorry. Yeah, so, they don't want to talk about those things. And they sure as hell don't want to talk about the other 6 things that you're suing them for in that. And that's just the mortgage fraud part of it. Okay, so now you're going after them for some other stuff, too. Real estate deed fraud. Now, this document right here is another power bomb that I'm real proud of. Now, this right here you can use to strike anything that they file. Now, we don't move to dismiss shit. We gonna strike it. Strike it. Clean off the record. Strike it all the way back up in their face. So the demand to strike anything, in this case, both motions filed by the state licensed attorney, responding to federal case law for attempted obstruction of justice and fraudulent concealment. Oh, fraudulent concealment. Y'all remember that. It ain't been that long. So if the legal doctrine of fraudulent concealment, if that legal doctrine can toll a case, period, it didn't say for any years, then we need to be using that shit. Yeah, the attorney's like, what? What the hell? Yeah, you're right. What the hell? We might as well. We're doing this, okay? We're bringing the concealment as a count in the thing for the ching-chang because we're getting tired of playing around, okay? So if fraudulent concealment will open up the case any time down the road, it should shut this shit down right now. I'm not that smart. I don't like to work harder than I have to. And you know what? Let them know. Okay, your legal team said that we need to do this fraudulent concealment situation, even though it's not conventional. Okay, because our concerns are saving the courts. Sorry. We're concerned. Okay. Okay. We're concerned about the court's resources. There ain't gonna be none left when we get done with y'all asses. How about that? So, yeah. So this, if you get this package, you can use this. Everything is fraudulently concealed. So if they deny you, then you can. Oh, wait. I'm sure they're not going to use the fact of findings and the conclusions of law. So you can use this to strike the judges. Yeah. Oh, wait, coach, how you going to win? We ain't trying to win. And we need their happy ass go sit down and give up. Because the only way you're going to win anything is have the judge give you shit. And if you're using my shit, the judge is really, really going to be. Sorry. Yeah, I know. I've had people complain about how much fun I have doing my shit when y'all about to get y'all shit thrown out in the yard or whatever. Okay, but that's not my problem. My problem is teaching you how to educate yourself. Once you get educated, then you won't have to worry about that shit getting thrown out in the yard. Like right here, Besco LLC. That's the judge's property in Lawrence, Kansas. That's at 1211 Massachusetts. And it says it's residential, but it has a bunch of commercial law offices in it. It appears. I have about 7 or 8 videos addressing this situation. I'm just wondering why it says residential when it's not residential, and if there's any tax break that Judge Catherine Thesis, or whatever the hell her name is receiving by not having it properly. I don't know. I'm not saying I'm not as smart as these people. Yeah, but I know what you're thinking. Oh wait, the judge has immunity, whatever. That's total bullshit. And if you read the shit, you'll see judges have qualified immunity for judicial functions. I think that's exactly what it says. They have to qualify for the immunity by following the laws and whatever. But when you're in administrative court, then you don't qualify for shit. So I'm just saying, I'm suing the judges. My foster kid, Rodney, is suing the judge or her stuff. And right now, they're a week and a half past answering to the last document that we sent them. So I don't know. What I do know is that there's no way that state court players can respond to federal court case law. Simple. They can't. You can't respond to higher court case law with lower court shit. So this little thing that we do, that we learn how to do from the real-time feedback, jacks their asses up. And we've had them do all kind of try to send it back. They've tried to send the federal lawsuit back down to state court. They tried just ask Tammy. Yeah, but when we add the Supreme Court to the shit, because the rules they're following, that's like a game changer. Now, this right here is, this right here is, this Coach Neighbors badass fire right here. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, see, still has judge's property right. So y'all can see that we ain't playing. Now, this is a supplemental pleading to add the Kansas Supreme Court to the claim with the other judges. Just add them to the $5.5 million lawsuit and then under administrative plea. Now, what I did with this is I went ahead, like say if you already invested in my stuff and you needed this document right here to add to the Supreme Court, I may put this on my website. Right now, it's just in this package. And so if you're already fighting or you just wanted to come out the gate, well, we already talked about how you add them. Now, this is mainly if you messed up and didn't do the shit right, or if you invested in the program before or whatever. Yeah. So it starts out, we've added this to the Supreme Court to the claim. So we added information to the claim about the Supreme Court. The rest of the stuff is the same as the other one. But yeah, this is special. And you can use this to crush some stuff. Now, the temporary restraining order that I put together was structured to block the federal funding to the entire state, the entire state, as per the spending clause in the Constitution, Article 1, Section 8, and which pretty much says deprivation of rights. If I remember correct, if they violate your due process or your Fifth Amendment, then the state. If the state violates your due process or Fifth Amendment of the state citizens, then it doesn't qualify for federal funding. And if it could do that or whatever, then we wouldn't have all civil rights laws, whatever. And I like to use this, but the first ones I showed you were way more fun. Oh, they were way more fun. So I'm pretty sure that's all of them. Now, you guys need to remember, if you invest in this package, you're not invested in the package to run around and drive yourself crazy trying to kiss these people's ass. These people are going to tell you, you can't file that, you can't do this, you can't do that. Just whip out your pen and tell them your legal team said that these people are going to lie. My legal team said you guys are going to lie to me. So I need to, what's your name? Because everybody who lies to me here is going to be added to the lawsuit. Y'all think I'm playing? I'm waiting for your name, please. Clerk. No, I'm the cleaner. I'm the janitor. Yeah. So that's kind of a rundown on what's in the package. If you invest in the package, you'll get different video showing the whole page and everything that you need to know and what's on the page. That's important. I go over the lawsuit in the package, the property deed fraud lawsuit, property deed fraud. I go over the document, the actual lawsuit in depth to explain each page of it so people can understand. The other documents we spend a little time on, but you can educate yourself on that. So thank you guys for if you invest in this program, I can guarantee that you're going to learn how to have some fun. Watch the videos. Other people will tell you. Thanks for the value of sharing your time. Let's get to work.